హే గాయస్, మీలో ఎవరైనా మన వీడియోని కొత్తగా చూస్తుంటే సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. అలాగే పక్కనే ఉన్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ కూడా ప్రెస్ చేసేయండి. గాయస్, నేను చాలా రోజుల తర్వాత కాలేజ్కి వెళ్ళాను. కాలేజ్కి వెళ్తే అక్కడ సౌత్ ఇండియన్ ఛాలెంజ్, రాకెటరీ ఛాలెంజ్ జరుగుతుందనమాట. అండ్ అందరు విజ్ఞాన్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరూ అన్ని బ్రాంచెస్ నుంచి వచ్చి అక్కడ స్పేస్ టెక్ ఎక్స్పో లాగా పెట్టారు. అండ్ చాలా బాగుంది. వాళ్ళ ఐడియాస్ కానీ చాలా క్రియేటివ్గా ఉన్నాయి, ఇన్నోవేటివ్గా ఉన్నాయి. అలాగే వాళ్ళు 7th క్లాస్లో ఒక బాబు కోడింగ్ నేర్చుకొని ఒక రోబోటిక్ కోడింగ్ క్రియేట్ చేసి అండ్ ఒకటి ఇన్వెంట్ చేశాడు. అండ్ చాలా బాగుంది. నేనైతే 7th క్లాస్లో ఎక్కడేం చేయాలి, ఎక్కడ ఎంజాయ్ చేయాలి, ఎక్కడేం తినాలి అనే ఆలోచన ఉండేది. కానీ ఇప్పుడు టెక్నాలజీ అలా లేదనమాట. మొత్తం చాలా డెవలప్ అయింది. ప్రపంచం ఎక్కడికో ముందుకు వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. కానీ ఈ రోజుల్లో స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇలా కోడింగ్ చేయాలి, ఇలా రాకెట్ ఫ్లై చేయాలి, ఇలా ఫ్యూచర్ని క్రియేట్ చేయాలి అని ఆలోచిస్తున్నారు. చిన్న చిన్నగా అనిపించవచ్చు, కానీ ఇది చాలా పెద్ద రివల్యూషన్ అనమాట. కోడింగ్ అంటే జస్ట్ కంప్యూటర్ కాదు, అండ్ రాకెటరీ అంటే జస్ట్ సైన్స్ కాదండి. ఇది కాన్ఫిడెన్స్, క్రియేటివిటీ అండ్ కరేజ్ అకార్డింగ్ టు మీ. అండ్ నేనైతే చాలా ఇంప్రెస్ అయ్యానండి. ఎందుకంటే మన ఫ్యూచర్ కోసం వెయిట్ చేయట్లేదు, ఫ్యూచర్ని మనం డిజైన్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం. అండ్ టుడే వీఆర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, టుమారో వీఆర్ సైంటిస్ట్, ఇంజనీర్స్ అండ్ ఇన్నోవేటర్స్. అండ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ గైస్. కీప్ వాచింగ్. వీడియో అయితే చాలా బాగుంది అండ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేటివ్గా ఉంది, ఇన్నోవేటివ్గా ఉంది అండ్ క్రియేటివ్గా ఉంది. చిన్న చిన్న పిల్లలు కూడా చాలా బాగా ప్రజెంట్ చేశారు అండ్ వాళ్ళ ఐడియాస్ కూడా చాలా బాగున్నాయి. కీప్ వాచింగ్.
Mission goal is to actively remove decommissioned satellites and high-risk fragments before they cause catastrophic damage. So, first of all, what is space debris? If any two active satellites or decommissioned satellites collide together, they may form some structural waste. This waste is known as debris, space debris. So, this space debris is mostly concentrated on lower orbit. It ranges from 0 to 2000 kilometers from Earth's surface. Here we have some valuable satellites like International Space Station, Starlink and Earth Observatory satellites. So these debris may cause any damage to these satellites. This damage is known as collision. This collision is also known as a Kessler syndrome, a chain of reaction. So what we mean by chain of reaction is, if any small debris collide with any satellite, it will be colliding with other satellites. So the satellites which are in the whole orbit will be destroyed. So there will be no satellites. To prevent this, we have brought up with 3 robotic structures: robotic arm, precision guided laser and one empty chamber. So with these 3 tools, we will collect all this debris.
Robotic arm, it helps us to catch the debris.
Yeah, this one.
So we have 4 pieces, 4 arms.
This was one of them.
Oh,
We made only
okay.
one. Everything. This is the actual body. According to Newton's third law, every action unequal to opposite
reaction.
So when water comes down, rocket goes up. So if we had a 700 ml of water, we should keep 60 to 80 psi. So the rocket goes up. This is our actual video. AI. How much time you have to prepare this?
2 days. लिख डालो, मेरा भी लिख डालो, मेरे तरफ से भी.
and we do not use any kind of soil here because we cannot use as the lunar soil is infertile and we cannot grow plants there. So this is our method for growing crops on moon.
In this way we can survive on the moon, but why should we survive on the moon? Don't we have one? The reason is the resource and minerals. Resources are very less quantity on Earth. We have been using for many years. Now they are in very less quantity. We cannot increase the quantity of the minerals. And the second thing is minerals. Minerals like iridium and platinum are used in treatment of cancer and airplane. Now they are found in here, which we can use it and in treatment of cancer. And this is the best way to extract them and source.
All the systems work together where astronauts live safely with oxygen, hydrogen, water and food system. Humans can live on moon surface for a long time. This model concludes that life is possible on moon in future. Thank you.
Oh my god.
This was prepared by you? Yes. How much time it took?
2 weeks.
Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. Venus is also known as twin planet of the Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and only planet having life. Mars is also known as red planet. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. The Saturn has a ring. Neptune is the far from the Sun. The protoplanet was removed because it is a gas planet. The path of the planet is called orbit. The Sun is the giant ball of hot gases. The solar system is a Milky Way galaxy. I'm Jeshna. I'm Mrs. When satellite gets expired, it will go to dumpyard. No, we will use any coding like Python, Java, and we will update the satellite, and we will reuse the same satellite. And uses of these, we can save a lot of money. And any problem occurs in air, it can take a lot of time to solve. So we get information to the satellite. It can give solution faster to us. Thanks.
Whenever we think of the solar system, we always think it was a perfect circle, but Kepler proved it wrong in 17th century. He said by proving 3 laws, he proposed 3 laws. The first law was that the Earth's orbit is in the shape of an ellipse, which has 2 points, the Sun and the Earth. Second law is that whenever the Earth is near the Sun, it would move very fast. When it's far away, it would move very slow. The third one is that due to the speed and the rotation, at time and seasons change. This is
It is our home galaxy. It has about 100,000 light years and it has 6 main parts. That is the central part, and the same process on Normal and the Orion arm. Our solar system is lying inside the Orion arm. Orion arm is a minor arm along with the Sagittarius arm. Our Milky Way consists of almost 200-400 billion stars. And structure of the Milky Way is like a central bud with curved number of stars. That is about. It contains many gases, planets, and stars that are held together by gravity.
So this is the rocket. This is the rocket. First stage. Boosters and the boosters get dismantled after 25 kilometers. This is the fuel tank and the engine. Stage 1. This is the stage 2. This is the stage 4 finally. This has the payload capacity of carrying 120 satellites. ISRO has a Guinness Book of World carrying 104 satellites at a time. So we will put these both missions in that. So this is our in-orbit satellite. We will reveal them. That is our really. The rebuilding is done based on tank budget. This is our second project, Mission Smart Conquest. Generally, there is a syndrome, Kessler syndrome. Space debris sizing a one marble exceeding 28,000 kilometers. Generally, space the speeds of them generally 10,000 kilometers per hour. So then, if it's any object, it has the kind of energy of a hand in it. And millions of smaller debris are born. So our project captures larger debris. It takes vacuum inside. The vacuum it takes inside. It's deep. After repeating this process 5 to 6 times, then comes to atmosphere and deburn itself into the South Pacific Ocean. When running stars, nuclear energy or fuel has completely run off, there would be a massive explosion which occurs, and then the exploded particles would be combined to form a black hole. When something goes into the event horizon, that means there is no return for that matter. It would stretch or compress to particles where we could see the subatomic particles and the chemical bonds of the matter.
And this is a replica of a black hole's gravity. As we can see, anything which goes into a black hole rotates so fast to the center and generates much heat. And this process is called spaghettification. In this process, the particles get stretched and shrink very much. At this stage, we can also see atoms and subatomic particles with naked eyes.
The largest black hole which is ever discovered by humans is the Phoenix A, which has a mass of 10 trillion suns. And now we have some theories that there are bigger black holes than humans could discover. Thank you. In 1900s, 1960s and 1970s. And the first picture was taken by M87 satellite on 2017 April 6.
Now, before photos were all blurred. This is the only pure correct photo.
I'm Gambika from class 7 and Sirichandana and Rikani. Hello. Our project name is Robot in the Space. Robot in the Space. Our main point is want to save the humans. In the going way to repair, humans want to repair the satellites. By the help of they are going to space. In the way some people are dying, that's why we kept the robot. If it's die also for us again we can do it. Humans' life is gone, no? That's why we are kept. There are so many uses of robot in our daily life. We want to send the robots to space and it will repair the satellites, and it also give whole information about space, and it also stay in space station, and it also have firewalls to protect himself by hacking from other countries, and it also have solar panels to refill their energy with the help of sun. Next, my friend will continue.
Satellites are very important in our daily lifestyle. Use it for communication, TV, mobile phone, navigation, global warming, etc. Next, my friend will continue. You can repair robots used by coding. Next, my friend will continue. Instead of humans, we are using robots and we can save humans' life. Thanks.
Our main point is want to save humans.
Will it be able to do all the things that we are doing?
Yes. If we make everyone, my name is Chris. Today I am going to tell about a moon rover that I built. This is a moon rover I built using Arduino Nano. Arduino Nano is the brain of the rover. It uses an ultrasonic sensor to sense anything in front of it by using sound waves. These sound waves reach the object and they get bounced back to the sensor. So based on the time it takes for the bouncing,
On it.
if we on it, it will avoid obstacles. It won't come near your hand. It will avoid it.
ఓకే
So if anything is in front of it, it will avoid it. For this, I use the servo motor for movement of ultrasonic sensor, so it can sense more area. I use two lithium-ion batteries of 3.7 volts, and I use two DC motors and a motor driving to control them, like movements like forward, backward, and turning. So
How the rover works. This rover is designed.
the sensor is not getting sensed, it will go forward. If anything is getting sensed, it will go back and turn.
ఓకే
Very nice. You only prepared this?
Yeah.
Did anyone help you?
They helped me in this PCB. This is a PCB.
Okay.
And
Yeah, really, it's great.
we have to upload the code in this. So the advantages of this rover is like it
The
can
code was prepared by you or?
it will avoid any obstacle like that. I coded it like that. If anything is less than 20 centimeters, any obstacle is there, then it will go back and to avoid it.
ఓకే
So, the advantages of this rover are it can avoid collisions with big rocks. It can search the moon surface for any minerals like sodium, potassium, etc. It can take photos of
Can it able to sense there?
rocks. It can sense the big rocks, like some big rocks in the road.
Did anyone did any research or tried like this before?
I don't know that.
No, it's a good idea.
ओके पहले इधर फोकस करो हाँ
We are from class 9, so today our topic is about Enceladus, which is a moon of Saturn. Saturn is a planet which is far away from the sun, but it has beautiful rings and many beautiful moons. One of them is Enceladus. Saturn has in total 274 confirmed moons. Enceladus is the 6th largest of Saturn's moons and 18th largest in the entire solar system. We chose this topic because it has many interesting features like thick ice, ocean, hydrothermal veins, cryovolcanoes, tiger straps, and many more. Its surface temperature is minus 198 degrees Celsius. It has a deep ocean down on which is 100 meters thick of ice. It is covered. These are hydrothermal veins. They are connected from the core to the outer surface. They are like a pathway. They shoot out molecules and few gases like nitrogen, ammonia.
So Enceladus is about 500 kilometers in diameter. So it was discovered by William Herschel in 1789, 28th August. So Cassini-Huygens is a spacecraft created by the NASA, Italian agency and the European agency together. They created this space probe to send to Saturn and study about its structure, satellites and temperature, atmosphere and all. When it reached, it was launched on 15th October 1997. And when it reached Saturn, it flew by Enceladus and discovered hydrothermal vents and tiger stripes. Tiger stripes are 4 parallel lines which are see-through in color. They reflect about 80% of light. And it also discovered cryovolcano.
Cryovolcano, which is also known as the ice volcano, is really unique. Other volcanoes usually shoot out molten rocks or lava, but cryovolcano shoots out few gases like nitrogen, ammonium, and phosphorus. Now, Enceladus is a main target for scientists to research about existence of life on other planets. Now, it only has a survival chance for microorganisms, but scientists are creating more spacecraft to know if there is a chance for human survival.
So Cassini-Huygens last contact was made in 15 September 2017. So it was destroyed afterwards because it might collide with other moons of Saturn. So in order to not for that to be happening, they are going to create another moon. So it traveled around 7.9 billion kilometers to reach Saturn. And it's the first spacecraft to reach Saturn's orbit. If you want, we'll give you the money, you can use it.
excellent
Rocket is IS Chandrayaan-3. Let me show you how it works. This is called action. I used rubber bands to make a pressure. And would you like to press this button? And this is called reaction. This is called action and this is called reaction. So it comes under Newton's third law. Now let me explain about advantages and disadvantages of a rocket. Advantages of a rocket. Rocket help us to understand universes, space, and help us to send rovers, satellites, and even humans into space. Disadvantages of a rocket. When we are launching a rocket, it might take hundreds of millions of dollars to launch. So if there is a technical issue, it might get failed. So it's technically like waste of money. So the second disadvantage of a rocket is when it is launched, when it is launched, it will release tons of carbon dioxide into it, resulting in global warming. And polar animals such as polar bear and penguins will get extinct due to habitat loss. So I made this launcher in a rocket because it's way cheaper and every country can use it because it's cheap. In this, it's eco-friendly.
This rubber bands, what you are going to use?
And if it is real, yes, we will use rubber, not rubber band, because rubber can be customized. So we can use countless of rubber bands to launch.